Let's pack today's lunchbox for my friends and followers. They've been asking me for the longest time to make them crab rangoons, and today we're gonna make them. I'm gonna use imitation crab because real crab is way too expensive. Plus, the original recipe calls for imitation crab. So I'm just gonna chop it up, put in a block of cream cheese, a little bit of green onion, some Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of garlic powder. I didn't have any, so I'm gonna use garlic lovers. Same thing, tomato, a little bit of sesame seed oil, some salt, and sugar. Then we give it a quick mix until everything is well incorporated. Then I bring out the wonton wrappers, and with a little bit of water, we're going to wet the edges. That's gonna work as our glue. I was having a hard time closing these, but I think this way is how you do it. What I did, on one side, you're gonna pinch the tips together, and then on the other side, you're gonna pinch the edges to seal it shut until it looks like a little pocket like this. Then I place them onto my fryer basket, drop it in the oil at 350 degrees for about 3 to 5 minutes until they get nice and crispy. I did have to do a quality check just to make sure they were nice and crispy, and they were. So now let's continue packing. I'm cheating. I'm gonna buy my sauce pre-made, but it's okay. I'm also gonna put a little bit of chili oil for those who said if it ain't punching and kicking, they don't want it. Place everything into their box along with their sauces. Honestly, I don't even know how this is lunch for them, but that's what they wanted, so that's what they got. For their drink, they had the option between a soda or a mango citrus agua fresca, and they chose the agua fresca. And that's it, guys. I'm just gonna get everything ready for them, including their drink, so they can come and pick up during lunchtime. Bye! Hi guys, today I'm going to show you guys what I'm eating. I'm eating a little bit of pho and the crab rangoons. I made egg rolls out of them, and I put a shrimpy in there. These are actually really good. I tried them earlier. They were good, and this is the sauce that I'm going to be eating them with. Woo! Oh my gosh, that is freaking hot. What if I put some pho onto my egg roll? Let's bite. Now, I must have been starving because that was bomb. Bye. Let me show you guys a quick breakfast idea at Nanajoe's. I'm going to begin by dicing and frying up some potatoes. Season them up with seasoning of choice until they get nice and crispy. On a separate pan, I'm cooking some chorizo. I like to use the meaty kind. I don't like the other one because it's full of fat. Unless it's for like beans or something. I do get all of my minions to help, including the smallest one. Because if you don't help, you don't eat. And please don't judge him, guys. He's like his mama. Anyways, Joseph is going to whisk a couple of eggs before we add them to the chorizo. Then give it a quick little mix before we add some cheese. Oh my gosh, I haven't even told you guys what we're making. Maybe because I don't even know, but it's just keep watching. To our flour tortilla, we're going to add our egg and chorizo, a little bit of our crispy papa fritas, and I roll it up, cut it in half, and then this is what it looks like. But I am not done here. I'm adding some Oaxaca and Chihuahua cheese on top, a couple of tortilla chips, and then I ladle it with some piping hot green salsa, kind of like chilaquiles. Grate some smelly cheese, add some green onion and tomato for color. Then I drizzle a little bit of sour cream and add some avocado. That's it, guys. A breakfast burrito / chilaquiles. Hope you like this recipe. Bye. Let me show you guys how to make pozole ramen. You're gonna need some ramen. Just make sure it's the thicker kind and not the one that comes in the cup. You can use this specific kind or the samyang, I believe is what it's called. In a separate pot, I'm gonna bring the broth of my pozole to a boil. I cook my noodles for whatever time it says in your package, usually about 4 minutes. Also gonna use the packet that came inside of the ramen, but I'm only using half of it because I didn't want the pozole to be too salty. Once your noodles have cooked, you're gonna put it in your bowl, then ladle your pozole, all that hominy, the pork, and lots of broth. And you top it off with whatever toppings you top your pozole. I'm gonna add a little bit of cabbage, some cebolla and cilantro because I like cilantro in my pozole, some radishes, and a little bit of avocado. Can't forget that lime juice or your lemon juice, and a little bit of chili oil. Then you mix everything together and it's ready to enjoy. Let me tell you, this was probably one of the best things I've had, better than Birria ramen, 100% hands down. So next time you make pozole or your mama makes pozole, you already know what to make. Now you guys can watch me eat, I guess. Hope you like this recipe. Bye! Ay, qué chulo. Bye. That's fucking wow. Packing lunch for my husband and his coworkers. So it's about that time again where I make my husband and his coworkers lunch. For those who don't know, they take turns buying lunch, and this time it's my husband's turn. But instead of buying it, I just make it. So today I decided to make a little twist between a tamal and an enchilada. So I'm gonna begin by making my tamales. I'm gonna do the red pork ones because those are my husband's favorite. Now you have to work with the tamales while they're cold, or else they're gonna come apart when you fry them. Now I just make my enchilada sauce, dip my tamal inside the sauce, then I fry my tamales until they're nice and crispy. So the whole purpose of this is so that the tamal can be nice and crispy on the outside with the enchilada taste, and the inside's gonna be moist as a tamal should be. Then I top them off with all of the toppings you put in an enchilada: some lettuce, some purple onions so the broth can be nice and stinky, tomatoes, sour cream, queso fresco, and some avocado. And of course, their ghost pepper and habanero sauce. And as a sweet treat, I decided to make them cheesecake nachos with fresh strawberries. You know, I can't forget his note to let him know how much I love him. I didn't get the chance to make them agua frescas because I did run out of time, but they did get some sodas. And that's it, guys. Now I'm just gonna hurry my ass up, get everything ready for them, including their drinks and their nachos, load everything up in my truck, and then I drop it off during lunchtime. Bye! Let me show you guys how to make cheesecake nachos. We're going to begin by making our tortilla chips, and we're going to use flour tortillas, not the corn kind. We're going to cut them up into triangles and get them nice and crispy on both sides. Then we take them out of the oil, drain them, and then while they're still warm, we're going to coat them in a sugar cinnamon mixture. Basically like a lazy version of a Christmas buñuelo. For the nacho cheese, you're going to need a softened block of cream cheese, a quarter cup of sour cream, a quarter cup of sweetened condensed milk, and a splash of vanilla. Whip everything together, and then you let it set in the fridge for about an hour. Meanwhile, you're going to cut up your nacho toppings. In this case, it was fresh strawberries, but you can use whatever fruit you like. These were the nachos that I made for my husband and his coworkers, so I put them in a little container for them. Let me tell you, they're freaking addicting because they are bomb. And that is how we make cheesecake nachos. Hope you like this recipe. Bye! Let's pack today's lunchbox for my friends and followers. Today we're making them birria tamales with consomme for dipping. We're going to begin by making our birria. We're going to cut up some diezmillo, seasoned up our beef, hydrate our chiles, put all the spices we need to add, blend everything together, and then we cook the birria for hours. Once the meat is nice and tender, and do not throw that away because that is flavor and color for our food. I use the grease to fry up our birria tacos whenever I'm making tacos, but in this case, we're going to use the grease for the masa in our tamales. It's going to give it color and flavor and make your tamales super moist because you don't want to choke. You mix the masa until you feel your shoulders about to fall off. Spread it all over your corn husk. Add your birria, add your cheese. We're going to use Oaxaca and mozzarella. Then we roll them up, steam them for about 45 minutes to an hour. Once they're ready, the tamales are piping hot, but we're going to add them into the box. And this is me trying to open a tamal so you can see how cheesy it is in the inside. To go along with the tamales, they're going to get a side of consomme for dipping. Of course, all of the toppings necessary to hook up that consomme. They also had the option on the green chicken tamales drenched in a green sauce with some queso fresco, some sour cream, and a side of Mexican rice. For their drink, they had the option between a soda or an apple strawberry agua fresca. And they all chose the agua fresca. And that's it, guys. Now I'm just gonna hurry my ass up, get everything ready for them, including their drinks, so they can come and pick up during lunchtime. Bye!